Arsenal 1, Leeds nil. Let's do the match. We've already done the match reaction, so now let's do the player ratings. Let's get this show started. Ramsdale stood on his head. Bukayo Saka gets his ninth goal or slash assist of the season, and let's get this show started. Bang! Yes, people. What's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video. Do me a favor, if you're watching this live or you're watching the playback, first thing you need to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help a brother out. I'm on my way to try to get to 14K very, very soon. Also, let me know who your man of the match is, either if you're watching live or watching the playback. Now, before we get any further, in this video, I'm going to talk about two things. I'm going to do the player ratings, and I'm going to go from Ramsdale all the way down to our striker Gabriel Jesus, and I'm going to work our way through the game, and I'm just going to say some talking points that I felt like should be spoken about before we go any further. Now, let's get this show started. First things first, I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's been good. I'm going to start the match reaction very, very soon. Shout out to you saying Varsenal, saying VAR helped us out a lot, eh? Good thing they stopped the game to get VAR up and running, right? Colombian saying big up Egal. Ramsdale OFC. Yo, bro, Ramsdale did his thing, bro. Ramsdale stood on his head today. Today was the day where you got to give Ramsdale a lot of credit. You got to give Ramsdale a lot of credit and be like, you know what, bro, you did your job. Ramsdale, you did your job. You were on point. You stood there. You stood tall. Saved. Didn't really save the penalty. Bamford missed, but he did his job. So let's just get straight into predictions then. Let's go straight into it. What are we saying for Ramsdale's play rating? What are we saying for Ramsdale's play rating? Because in my opinion, boys and girls, I think Ramsdale did amazing. I think Ramsdale was the man of the match, in my opinion. If I had to pick one player who was the man of the match, I would have to give it to Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale was so good today, ladies and gentlemen. Ramsdale was so good today that the only thing that I could have said that he could have done better was maybe instead of allowing Gabriel to sometimes clear the shot or Saliba clear it, maybe come a little bit to collect it. But I thought he was pretty much spot on. There was not really much I could fault him with. He did everything he needed to do. He did his job stupendously well. And you know what? Ramsdale is showing that we can depend on him in these games. And is it worrisome that away from home our goalkeeper is the man of the match? Maybe. But in the same breath, it is a positive knowing that we don't only have to score goals, that we can keep clean sheets. And we have more clean sheets this season than we've had in our last like 15 games of the league last year already. So imagine the league season, we already have how many clean sheets in friggin' like we played what? 12 games? 13 games? How many games have we played? We played 10 in the league, we played 3 in the Europa League, so 13 games. In those 13 games, we have about 9 clean sheets. That is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. We've conceded 10 goals. 10 goals conceded the whole season. It's pretty mad. Think about it. Man United have Man United have 30% of our goals this season. Leicester, sorry, Liverpool and Man United have 50% of our goals. 2 teams, 2 games have 50% of our goals this season. Like we've been really solid, and we got to give Ramsdale some credit. So what are you guys saying? 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10. Only 8 live. Yeah, man. You know what? My YouTube channel is it is what it is, bro. Timestamp, dude. If you want to hit that like button, hit that like button. If you want to laugh, you can laugh. Everyone starts somewhere, right? I got 13,000 subscribers, but I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube and these algorithms. They're not pushing the people in here. People hit that like button also. And yeah, let's continue. The only player who tried from the middle of the week, the only player looked what? Our players looked tired from the midweek games. Today was torture. And you know what? Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you need to get up for these games, and it can be a problem trying to get up for these games for some of these guys. But you know who it wasn't a problem for? Benjamin White. Benjamin White was solid. I thought Ben White was solid, boys and girls. Now let me just give you guys a fun stat. Ben White had 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 blocks. My guy was on point today. He did what he had to do. And Ben White as a right back has been solid this whole entire season. We got to give it up to him. Ben White has been solid. So if I'm going to give Ramsdale an 8, what am I going to give Ben White? Should I give him a 7? Should I give him a 6? What are you guys saying? Let me know. Because I am thinking that Ben White deserves a decent rating. I'm thinking Ben White deserves a rating anywhere between a 6 and a 7. But since he didn't put any foot wrong, I'm thinking he should be getting a decent rating. Like maybe give him a 7. What are you guys saying? Give him a 7 or give him a 6.5? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Because Ben White has been solid this season. Let's be real. Ben White should be on that plane going to England. Ben White should be on that plane going with England. Someone here saying 6 or 7. Vesmi, I hear that. I think he should be going on the plane. I think Ben White should be going on the plane to England, and Southgate should have another Arsenal player on that flight. I know it's gonna be short time for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe is not gonna make it because Smith Rowe is gonna be injured and he's not gonna make it on thing. But I think Saka, Ramsdale, and my guys should all go on there. Ben White should be on that plane to England, 100%. Tim, shout out Tim. Tim, bro, your team were poor today, bro. Your team were poor today, Tim. Tim, I felt like your team could have done a lot better today. You guys gave us a lot of chances. You know what? I'm lying. You guys were poor at finishing. Everything else, getting up to the net, you guys were decent. It's just finishing was poor. No, man, Ben White should stay. Don't want him to get injured for England. Okay. This was the worst performance I've seen in a very long period. Congratulations, Arsenal. You know what? That is true. It was not a good performance. But the most important thing is we got out of there with the 3 points. Bukayo Saka got a goal. And we just keep the good times rolling. Got a clean sheet also. So as much as you want to say it was a poor performance, yes, it was a poor performance. But we still got what we needed. We got the 3 points. Tommy struggled a bit. What are we giving Tommy in left back? Because I felt like he didn't look 100% himself. You're right. I was gonna give him, if I'm giving Ben White a 7, I was gonna give Tomiyasu anywhere between a 5 or a 6. Really, 5 or a 6. You know what? Between 6 and 6.5 actually. So between 6 and 5.5. So one or the other. I think Tomiyasu was not bad, but he didn't look like himself. He didn't look 100% commanding. He was comfortable on the ball and everything, but it was just like the press from Leeds was impressive. We got to give it up to them. Leeds' press was impressive. Thank you, Egal, and apologize to Tom. I've already spoken to Tom. He owes me an apology because he needs to be better. Tommy was better than Ben White. I completely disagree, my friend. I completely disagree. Ben White was a colossus. He made sure a lot of their attack came from Ben White's side. Tomiyasu did not have as much to do. And at the same time, every time the ball was on that side, he was getting bypassed. It was an issue. I really believe like Tomiyasu was the weak link out of the 2 fullbacks today. And I'm giving Tomiyasu a 6. You and Jess tell the man's game won't be easy. Yeah, I told them. I actually told them on the terrace that the game won't be easy, and they didn't believe me. They laughed. They wanted to make it into some sort of like joke. It is what it is. It is what it is. People are gonna make jokes. People are gonna do this. They're gonna do that. That's what it is with Arsenal, man. We got to get used to it. Get used to it, people. Get used to it. This is how we have to deal with things going forward. And also, Vibes from the Six is still going to be on later today, so don't forget that. Holland got pocketed. Don't apologize to Hussam. He has a lot to say about Arsenal anyways. There's nothing to apologize to anybody about. Share on all platforms. Yes, people, share on all platforms. I didn't even get a chance to really promote this video properly, so I'm going to do it afterwards. But yeah, now let's move on from Tomiyasu. Let's go to the center back pairing. We'll start with William Saliba. William Saliba did get a handball and gave away a penalty. So I'm going to deduct a point from that. But I felt like besides that handball and the little mistake that he made, I think he had a good game. I'm going to give William Saliba So far we've given an 8 to Ramsdale. We've given a 7 to Ben White. We've given a 6 or 6.5 actually. 6.5 to we're gonna give a 5.5. I mean, 5.5 to Tomiyasu. I thought Tomiyasu was poor. I thought he could have done better there. I really did believe he could have done a little bit better there. So I'm gonna give him a 5.5. And then Saliba, I gotta give him a 6. I feel like he was composed, he was solid, he was doing everything well. But then that handball, and we could have conceded from that, but we got lucky that Bamford missed. So I'm gonna mark him down a score from that. But I feel like, you know what, it might be harsh, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6. I felt like Saliba was good, but just goes to show you, if I'm giving him a 6, what am I gonna give Gabriel Magalhaes? we give Saliba a 6. I felt like these guys kept clean sheets. They did well, but it's like I just feel like I want more. I want perfection. I want perfection. Um, Now, Gabriel Magalhaes. What are we gonna give Gabriel Magalhaes? Gabriel Magalhaes has been shaky by people. He has been shaky. He has been shaky, and the reason why I think he's been shaky is because he has a lack of Saliba gets a 9. What? Bro, the only person who gets a 9 timestamp, dude, is Ramsdale, and he doesn't even get a 9. He's getting an 8. I'm not giving out scores like 9s and 10s so easily, my friend. I'm not doing that. We're not getting perfection very often, Egal. This is a young team. That's true. That's true. You guys think it was harsh to give Saliba a 6? You see, Henrik agrees with me. Thank you, Henrik. Thank you. Somebody who agrees with me. I appreciate that, Henrik. I appreciate that. Henrik agrees with me. He's saying 5 or 6. I appreciate that, Henrik. You know what? I hear you, but I personally think what I gave him is the right. I think what I gave him is the right thing. I think I gave him the right thing. I'm not going to change it. I gave him the right um, score. 6 is fair for Saliba. He gave away a handball. He would have got a 7 if it wasn't for that. But yeah, what are we going to give Gabriel though? Because Gabriel is poor. Gabriel's poor, guys. I love Gabriel. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate what Gabriel has done for Arsenal in his time at the club. But we need to start calling a spade a spade. He has been horrendous at times. It's not that he's not good on the ball. He's good on the ball. He is technically gifted and he's good on the ball. But what is the issue that keeps causing him to have these bad moments? Is it that he's not confident? Is it that he's too comfortable? I need to come to the bottom of this, because what is the issue that keeps causing him to make these mistakes? I am getting worried slightly more and more every single day, because I think he needs. I think no, he wasn't poor today. Don't get me wrong. It's not an echo chamber. Uh, I'm not doing an echo chamber. He wasn't that poor today. It's just the fact that he's catching himself in situations game after game. I'm just speaking about in general. I'm not speaking about today only. If you want me to speak about today only, I thought today he was decent. I think that VAR chaos at the end kind of screwed up my impression of him, but he was quite decent. If I pull up the stats, he got a couple tackles. He got 3 tackles, 3 interceptions, 4 blocks, and clearances. By the way, once the VAR thing got overturned, we can't really give him a poor rating. But similar how I deducted points from Saliba, I won't be able to do that from him. So is it fair to say that we can criticize him for what happened in the late end, and we can speak about that and say that was poor, but his overall performance, I would say, was a 6.5, just a little bit around in between Ben White and Saliba, because Saliba made a mistake. He also made a mistake, but he didn't get punished for his mistake. So I'll give it to him, and I'll say 6.5. Do you guys think that's fair, between a 6 and a 7? Because I just feel like he might be good on the ball. He might be decent at times, but there's moments where it was like, just block the guy out and let Ramsdale collect the ball. That's what he was trying to do. It caused a little bit of mayhem, and I don't want these issues. Kenny's saying 7. I'm saying we got Hakeem saying that's fair. Guys, let me know. Is that fair? Is that fair? George is saying title chase, bro. We're not chasing a title, bro. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. I'm gonna give him a 6.5, and I think that's fair, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a 6.5, and once he gets that 6.5, we'll keep him moving from there. Okay, I think 6.5 is a fair analysis on the game for him. So we give him a 6.5, and we keep it moving. He gets a 6. You see, even some other people are saying 6. That's fair. Now let's talk about Partey. Partey was extremely sloppy at times. Partey was Partey was poor. I thought Partey was poor at times. Not bad, not bad, not like a 5 or a 4, but Partey's always a 7 out of 10. Today I felt like he was a 6 because there was moments where we're in the midfield and it's like we lose the ball quickly, and it's like you're the midfielder, you're the DM, you're the main man. Come on, Partey, just hold on to a little bit, hold on to a little bit longer, hold on to a little bit more, and just maybe you can release it later, or one touch release it, because we did that for early in the game. It won us a free kick. Gabriel won us a free kick. It was one touch, and then Gabriel got taken down. We won a free kick, if you guys remember. But later in the game we were very sloppy. I felt like the whole game we were very sloppy, and the reason why we're sloppy, the two midfielders in Partey and Xhaka have to hold accountability for that today. They both have to hold accountability for that. Xhaka had a quiet game also. Jacques had a quiet game also. I think I can rate both of them the exact same rating. I'll give them both 5s. If you think that's unfair, let me know what you would give them. I'm giving both Xhaka and Partey 5s because we had no control of this game, and they're the two midfielders that are supposed to help us gain control of this game. Now I'm gonna get on to Odegaard in a bit. But before we get on to Odegaard, Xhaka and Partey, what are you guys giving them? Because I'm giving them 5s. I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at their performance and I'm like, yo, act up. Like this. We don't have no one to fix. We don't fix up. Like we don't have nobody else. If Partey and Xhaka are not performing, we don't have nobody else to perform in that midfield for us. Who's going to come in for Partey? Who's an upgrade? Nobody. Who's going to come in for Xhaka? Who's an upgrade? Fabio Vieira can't play in that position. We are in big trouble if these guys underperform away from home. I'm giving them both 5s. You guys agree? I like it. Thank you. People agreeing with me. I like to see that. Now, Odegaard. Odegaard's a scapegoat, guys. Why are we always scapegoating Odegaard? I feel like we scapegoat Odegaard way too much. Why are we always scapegoating Odegaard? Odegaard is not that bad. People are complaining he doesn't control the game. Well, it takes him one moment of brilliance to help us get the opening goal. Like, I get it. You want somebody who is going to dictate play for the whole 90 minutes. He's able to do that at home sometimes. In the first half, it was his best moment of the game, obviously, getting the assist for Bukayo Saka. And he needs to do better at shooting. 100%. He needs to do better at shooting. I'm not now going to give Odegaard a great rating. Odegaard's not going to get a fantastic rating, like an 8 or a 7. We give him a 6. I think a 6 is fair because he's not average. He still got an assist. He was not amazing, so he doesn't get a 7 or 8. And he didn't really. There was moments where he was coasting, and he did get subbed off because Arteta felt like it would have been better to get him off the pitch. But yeah, I think people saying Odegaard is physically a lightweight. Do you think Odegaard's a lightweight? Come on, bro. There's midfielders in this world like David Silva. David Silva was a lightweight, but he's still able to go around. Told you, Odegaard, I'm just not. It's just not it. Gabriel is a bozo and needs to be dropped. Tommy, that is harsh. Tommy, those are harsh words. I'm looking at what you're saying. Those are harsh, extremely harsh words, my friend. Extremely harsh. He can have bozo moments, but who are you going to drop him for? People saying 5 or 6 for Odegaard. 5, I'm willing to give him a 6. But if you want me to drop it down to a 5, explain to me why you guys think I should drop it down lower. Just let me know. Let me know why you think I should drop it down a little bit lower. But yeah, I think that should be decent. I think that should be decent for now. The same Tommy is coming. Same Tommy that comes on your stream. Yeah, Kenny, that is the same Tommy that's coming on, that comes on my streams. Big up Tommy, and big up Kenny. So Henrik, are you going to give me a reason why I should give him a 5 or should I move on to Saka? Let me know. Because if you want me to move on, I'll just move on because we can move on. Let's move on. Bukayo Saka. We got my guy here coming in with a quick comment. What did he have to say? 1 second. We had a midweek game today. Not reading too much. We won. I'm happy with both 5 or 6. Yeah, there you go. You're not going to always get a 10 out of 10 performance. That's just the reality. So we give him a 6 and we keep it moving. Bukayo got the assist. Sorry, he got the goal. He's now looking like a serious proposition. One of the better wingers in this league. He has 9 GA. He has 9 GA so far this season. That's really impressive. It's really impressive. Also got the match winner 3 games in a row. 3 games in a row got the match winner. And that finish, whoo, sublime finish. Oh, you know what? There's a video where Madison was explaining how his dad taught him to look at Arshavin and how he finishes in tight situations. What he does is, if you look at the shot, you have only a couple choices of where you can put it. So he has a couple choices. He can put on the right side and it will most likely get saved. He can put on the near post, it will most likely get saved, or he can put in the roof of the net and it will go in. That's what he did. He aimed for the roof of the net and boom, over the goalkeeper's head into the back of the net. Bukayo Saka got us the goal. And maybe you can call it GA tax, but I'm going to give him a 7. I felt like he was just a little bit better than everybody else. And I'll put him on the same level as, you know what, I'll give him a 7.5. I think 7.5. Because if I'm giving the man of the match to Ramsdale, I'm going to give Bukayo Saka 7.5. I think that's fair. Right? I did not notice much of Martinelli later in the game, but early in the game, he had a lot of defensive work to do. He was a one-man break. He would grab the ball, just go the length of the whole pitch by himself. I felt, yeah, Bukayo Saka did save us. He did save us. I agree with you. Bukayo Saka saved us. Yes, Bukayo Saka saved us. He did save us, but he kind of had to. We were in a situation where we weren't going to score a goal, and Bukayo Saka was the difference. 7.5 is a good rating for Bukayo Saka. Thank you. I agree with that, Henrik. That's why I gave it. Big up, my guy Henrik. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, because in my opinion, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's gonna be a situation where we're gonna have to see how far we can go with these young guys and if they can perform consistently throughout the season, because there's going to be those question marks always about any youngster, and Bukayo Saka is no different. He has been performing at a high level for a while. Martinelli has been performing for a high level for a while, but they're going to have their ups and downs, and when they have their downs, how long is that going to last? That's what we have to find out. Now, before I continue waffling, I'm going to go to Martinelli. My rating for Martinelli, I'm going to give him a 6. Give Martinelli a 6. Right? Jesus. Did Jesus seem okay to you guys? I didn't think he seemed okay. I felt like Jesus, something was off about him. Something was off about Jesus. I just felt like he might be still injured, or he might have been rushed back too soon, but he just didn't play so well. He didn't play so well. I'll give him a 5. I think we should start Eddie Nketiah the next game. Genuinely, I don't think Jesus should be starting our next game. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think about that. I genuinely think we should be starting Jesus the following game in the Premier League when we're back. PSV, let him rest. Let him rest versus PSV. Eddie Nketiah starts, and don't even play him. Just drop him completely out of the team for that game. Or you know what? In case we need him on the bench, you might say that, but hey, it is what it is. And guys, are we rating anyone off the bench? Eddie Nketiah came on too late. Rob Holding came on too late. Kieran Tierney, Vieira. Do you guys really want to rate them? Because I didn't really notice them too much. Like, I didn't really notice much from the bench when it comes to these guys. I didn't really notice too much from them. So I'm like, what am I really going to be rating from their performances? Not really much to rate. But yeah, um, I will put out the link right now in a second, just before we go. But I just wanted to talk about some talking points from today's game. So, what was the first talking point that I wanted to touch on? VAR. VAR was an absolute madness today. VAR today was a madness. It was a madness. Like, do you guys realize what happened today? Do you guys realize what happened today? The game was about to be played without VAR because of a power outage. And then there was a penalty, another penalty, and and a red card. And luckily, they missed one of the penalties. Luckily, they reversed the red card, and they reversed the second penalty. Because in my opinion, if this was another day, we could have easily lost because or dropped points because of VAR. And we kind of got lucky that VAR was even around because of the power outage. But hey, it is what it is. Moving on. Bukayo Saka, we already spoke about him. He's on form. He's playing amazing, outstandingly well. I felt like that is another person we have to highlight and speak about. And finally, Ramsdale stood on his head. Really good performance from Ramsdale. Leeds, Leeds kind of worried me. And we can't perform like that away from home against any of the other teams that have the actual quality to finish us off. VAR deserved a red. What? VAR deserved a red. The real culprits. Yeah, man. The linesman was a joke. That is true. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm probably gonna have to wrap this up. But let me know if you guys gonna be watching Vibes from the Six later tonight. I'm gonna be going at 10. Yeah, we're gonna be going at 10 o'clock. So make sure you tune in at 10 o'clock. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the show today. Nothing else to really be touching on. We already know we're top of the league. We already know we're top of the table. Nothing else to be said there. Arsenal Football Club will finish these next 2 weeks top of the table because we are 4 points clear of Tottenham and Man City. And even if Tottenham win their game midweek, we are still going to be 1 point clear of them. So we go into our next game in the Premier League next week, and we play PSV next midweek. So we're chilling. We're sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. This has been a little bit of a different type of show today. I did two different shows, but yeah, you guys have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and you already know what it is. The Kitty Gianni GTV. We do this whenever we do this after every game, and we do this after every Europa League game, and we do this whenever there's breaking news. So stay tuned, and don't forget to check out Vibes from the Six later today at 10 p.m. Peace, people.